Hello, welcome to DK Pole Chat. When I finish painting today, it'll look like this. So stay with me as I finish doing this little acrylic hummingbird, and I'm going to switch up to oils after that. Right now I'm just putting in details of it. So I'm going to get some gray on my brush. And I actually saved these paints in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag. I'll show you, it's on a little palette like this. And it looks pretty abstract at that point, but I just put two of the little palettes together and I added white to this one. So I took it out of the fridge, it's fine, it is not dry, and it's the same colors. It kind of saves me the time of putting all the same color, doing the colors in there. Let me get this over a little bit, and I need to zoom in on the picture. I'm gonna do that, hang on a second. Okay, so she's already got the white behind her eye, so right here I need to put green. And I've got the green mixed up. I'm just gonna add yellow to it. Green, yellow, and yeah, it's cad yellow. And I'll put the colors on the video. And she has the little shell feathers on her head as well. They're green. Not shell, but the little, like a little half circle. There we are. And the same down here too. Except that they need to be a different color than this. This is already lighter green. I'm gonna put some of it in there. And I'm clear up here. This is what is enlarged on the image. I'm gonna grab some more green, only not as light. Put that right up against that white there. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's get those little shell figures on the back here too. They're little half circles. Give the illusion of feathers on her back. And also it's going to make the sky disappear a little bit, which is good. Some more of the green underneath her arm here, her wing, her little wing. She's got gray there too. And this gray has a little bit of green in it. It's not a problem. You won't even hardly see it. It's gray-green. And her wings are see-through. I'm gonna back to her head here. There we are. She's got the dark and the light. There we are. And I'll put that white on there again. I did it before. I did it in the foreground here. I'll do it again on the background. So I'm going to get some gray, lighter gray, and go on the wings in between the gaps, where in between the lines of where the feathers are. That's what I'm looking for. To make this smaller. There we go. Okay. So back here, there's not much dark. It's mostly there's not much light. It's mostly dark. But I'm going to put in the light and then I'll put the dark in and blend it. I might have gone over that feather. I might have to take that off the sky. This is burnt umber, ultramarine, and titanium white. Okay, we don't see very much of a definition now. Just a little bit. Yeah, this is mostly dark in the picture. I'm going to get the dark color, which is a burnt umber and ultramarine. It makes sort of a black. We're going to go right over that. Yeah, it's almost black. I don't want this to dry, so I'm going to blend it and I'll keep going. And I'm just pulling across it. This brush is damp. Typically the damp brush will remove paint easily, but I'm going to stay on here until it blends it out. There we go. This is not dripping. It is just damp, and then I wiped it on the table. There we are. So this part is still wet. I'll put in the dark. It needs to be wetted down again. It's warm outside. Well, it's a little over 70, but it's warm enough to dry in here. There we go. I'm going to blend these out too into the round brush. When I switch up to oil, I'll be able to go over it with oil and make this a darker wing as well. I'm not worried about finishing it in acrylic. It's not going to be finished. It'll be started. There we are. I'm just thinning down that line a little bit. it's going to be much darker when I go into oil. It's got to be. It's darker in the picture. Okay, so I'm ready for the other wing, the one in the foreground. Until I can see where this would divide up. I'll blend it out too. Let me put the gray on here, a lighter gray. I'll blend that out, but I've got up the dark on there too. Just need to not let it dry. That one went over the line a little bit. There we are. Okay, so I'm moving into the dark gray. So I'm ready to blend them out a little bit. And I'm just blending so that that line's thinner, so it's not a big chunky line. And also to make sure the sky is all covered with either light gray or dark gray as I'm doing this. I have a Bible verse to share with you, and it is Romans 8:28, and it works. It's very good. It says, I believe all things work together for my good. I do believe that, so since that is the case, no matter what happens, it's working together for my good. Which would solve any dilemmas that I might have with anybody, any problems or any, what do you call it, miscommunication. I do my best to sort it out, but also everything's going to work around to for my good. And I will be able to see that in the end, which is fine. I trust that. All things. It doesn't say some of the things, it says all the things. have to put more dark in right in that corner. You know what, I can just take that off. I just put that there. And I know the dark is going to go a little further down. I don't have it far enough down on here. At the upper feathers. Upper feathers are not light. I might have, I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get that to be, yeah. Okay. It's going to come down further, so it's going to be like a triangle shape. Yeah. Wiping off on the table. And this is already blended pretty much. It'll be easier to make it more blurry when it's oil, for sure. Yeah, I've shared how I feel about oil. I like acrylic because it's quick, but I like oil because it is super easy to blend. All right, so I'm noticing on her wing that about this quarter is going in. It's not so much detail. There we are. I'm just gonna take it off with water. It also isn't sky, but it's more of a light gray. A little bit darker than the light gray, a little bit lighter than the dark gray. It's in between. There we go. Okay. I need to check her markings real quick and just put them in if I need to. That would be in the front. She's got a little black dot, a couple rows of little black dots on her feathers. Goes all the way up to her beak. She has a little toe right here. I think there's 2 of them. Right now, that's the one I'm going to put in. Yeah. She has feathers here that are sort of dark, sort of dark gray. Let's get the dark gray. She's a little bit darker right behind her eye here, which will be easy to do with the oil as well. So I'm going to say I need to get a thinner brush and do white. I'm going to move that white. I put it too much of it. There we go. Just enough to move it. Do a little bit more white, wet it down, a little water with it maybe. It's typically saved to the last to do, but we're going to be painting that black over again anyway. And I think my main reason for doing the oil over acrylic is the background. I wanted to get it better than it is. So yeah. There we are. That's good. Okay, I think it might be good enough to move on to oil. I don't, well, except for right there where I see the sky. Let me put white there. I wasn't really looking too much for sky. I need to look for that, I think. Yeah, that looks a lot like it. And she's got a little necklace of white. So what I'll do with this acrylic is probably set the painting out back. It's a nice 70-degree day today, and I'll just set it out back. It'll dry, and it'll thoroughly dry. And then I'll be ready to do oil over it. Yeah. I'll be able to do other details too with the oil. I got the rough draft in, so that's good. Call it good. Thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe to DK Bowl Chat. If you were painting with me, let me know. If you have any positive comments, please let me know. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you, my friend.